I used to find out about family events the way distant relatives do. Through photos. A birthday cake I hadn't known about, a weekend barbecue captioned, "So grateful everyone could make it." Everyone meant my parents, my sister, and whichever cousins lived nearby. When I asked about it once, my mother sounded genuinely surprised. "Oh, we thought you were busy." They always thought I was busy. My sister, Lila, was never busy, or if she was, it mattered. Her deadlines were respected. Her moods were accommodated. When she canceled, plans shifted. When I did, it became proof that I wasn't invested. It wasn't dramatic, no screaming, no obvious cruelty, just small, consistent omissions. Over time, I stopped asking. Then one December, I saw a photo of them decorating the tree together. My father had written, "Wouldn't be Christmas without my girls." 2 girls. I stared at the caption longer than I should have. My phone didn't ring that day. No one noticed I wasn't there. That was the moment I stopped initiating. No announcement. No confrontation. I just withdrew. I stopped calling first, stopped sending reminders about my schedule. Stopped trying to fit into spaces that kept closing. Months passed. Then Layla showed up at my door with 2 suitcases and swollen eyes. Her relationship had ended. She'd quit her job before lining up another. My parents' house was too tense, she said. Just a few weeks, she told me. Until I get back on my feet. My mother had already texted, "Please help your sister. Family shows up for each other." I almost laughed at the phrasing. Still, I let her in. At first it felt like a reset. We cooked together. She apologized vaguely for things being weird lately. I didn't press. But patterns don't disappear because you change addresses. She slept late. Left dishes in the sink. Used my car without asking once. When I brought up splitting groceries, she looked surprised. "I don't have income right now," she said gently, as if I'd forgotten. Neither did I once. No one rearranged their lives for me. The first real fracture came over something small. I asked her not to invite friends over without checking. "I work from home. I need quiet." She rolled her eyes. "You're being dramatic. Mom said you've always been like this." There it was. The triangulation, the subtle positioning of me as difficult. "Mom doesn't live here," I said. Layla shrugged. "She just thinks you hold grudges." I felt the old reflex, to over-explain, to soften. Instead, I said, "You need to find another place by the end of the month." She blinked. "You're kidding." "I'm not. You'd really kick me out." "I'm asking you to respect that this is my home." She called our parents that night. My phone lit up minutes later. My father didn't bother with pleasantries. "What kind of sister does this?" "The kind who pays the rent," I said. "You're punishing her." "No," I replied. "I'm setting a boundary." My mother's voice came softer but sharper. "You've always been distant. We're trying to fix this family. And you're making it harder." Fix it, I thought. By sending her to me. When the end of the month came, Lila hadn't found a job. Or an apartment. "I need more time," she said. "I gave you 4 weeks." She looked at me, the way she used to when we were teenagers, and I wouldn't take the blame for something she'd done, confused that I wasn't playing my part. "This is cold," she said. "It's consistent," I answered. She left that afternoon. No yelling, just tension thick enough to feel physical. For weeks after, I heard nothing. Then the messages started. Not from her. From my parents. They sounded tired. Living with Layla again was more complicated than they'd realized. She wasn't contributing. She was under a lot of stress. The house felt strained. My father asked if we could meet for coffee. I almost said no. But I went. He looked older than I remembered. My mother avoided my eyes at first. "We were wrong," she said finally. "About what?" I wondered. "For always assuming you'd be fine," my father added. "For expecting you to adjust." It wasn't a grand apology. There were no tears. Just a slow recognition. I didn't rush to reassure them. "I needed you to notice," I said quietly. "Not when it became inconvenient. Before." My mother reached across the table but stopped short of touching my hand. "We want to do better." I believed they meant it. That didn't mean I was ready to return to how things were. I'm not cutting you off forever, I said, but I can't go back to pretending exclusion doesn't hurt. They nodded. The conversation ended without hugs. Driving home, I didn't feel victorious. I didn't feel vindicated. I felt steadier. Forgiveness, I realized, isn't the same as access. They may learn. Or they may slip back into what's familiar. Either way, I won't move my boundaries to make them comfortable. For the first time, the distance between us isn't something they control, it's something I chose.